Okay, I think this thing is on. Hey yo everybody, welcome to the stream. I am Braxton Wise of Third Coffee Studio. We're gonna keep working on Glass Frog. Just another chill day. Let's see, where's my reference? I think I was kind of calling it good on this foot. But we could noodle a little bit. I'll put that on in the highlight. Well, these colors are way off. Yeah, this all needs to be white. It's just too... It's too yellow. I should not have gone that yellow. I think I'm happy with the feet. Alright, so what's going on up in here? I think this is more the same. Whoops. Oh, no. That was almost catastrophic. That would have ruined everything. This is like multiple parts. Like here. Hey, Servo. God, I didn't even draw a gallbladder. Shows what you know. Why do animals have to be so hard to draw? And why does my mic sound like crap today? Never Mencken, hello. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome in. Do I want to do this whole thing in that color? Yes. This is like, I don't know, I think this is like a bony plate under its jaw. Weirdly, I don't know that much about frog anatomy yet. What is that? Some kind of blotch. Should we put that in? It's blood or something from maybe back behind the eye. We can take some of this maybe and just, I don't know, put some mystery blob right there. Maybe tone that down a little. Authenticity, right? Or something. This is, I believe, is its nose. This little thing. It's darker green. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is its nose. So pardon my lack of talking. I think this is all fine up here. We're gonna leave it sketchy and the edges. Here. No, that is way too much. Let's not do that again. What's up, Garrett? Welcome in. Oh, first, there you go. It's been a while. Masling used to get that. I miss Masling. Or Stock for Wooder. I'd like to finish this today. Again, I think the eye is fine. We can add like little more textury bits to finish that out though. Yeah, don't mess with that. What are we missing exactly? Maybe nothing. Maybe it's done. Actually, I don't think it's done. Hey, Edisac. Welcome in. Okay. Let's smooth that out a little. Oof. Too much. The dreaded organs. I should be doing this on an actual, like on another layer. And yet, still I'm not doing it. Though I know I should. Such a freaky animal. Should I bother with drawing that in? Is that what that is? It's so amazing to imagine that you could actually see through the skin of some living thing. That's pretty insane. I think I had these pretty well drawn out, actually. Oh, this one covers that. You can't even see this one. He said with disdain. Okay, we're gonna fake it out because I can't really see what's in there. Alright, these eggs are going to be, I guess, the next project we tackle. This goes over it. And this just kind of fake it out. Right. Okay, I think that works. Turn around. Oof, my God. This thing just does not play ball sometimes. Alright, here we go. We'll just redraw this. Should I just use the same brush? Yeah, we'll use the same brush. No, I think that needs to be redder. I guess maybe it's just the eggs. And then highlights. Also, I want to do something with this blue. Like a little bit more over here. There's some kind of thing going on outside. I don't know if anyone can hear that on the mic. Hopefully not. I feel like I'm just making this worse now. Maybe it's a stylus. I'm using a different stylus today. This brush doesn't feel right. My stylus settings might be different from one brush to the next, though. Yeah, actually that might be a thing. Yeah, the stylus might have different settings on it today. I'm just not remembering. This is just going to frustrate me all day. I'm just going to end up overworking it anyway. Let's move on. We'll artificially darken this, even though I don't think it's that dark. Well, I guess that means we do something to obscure the edges a little bit. Let's see if that changes anything. Right. It was a little too soft. Now it's going to take a while. So buckle up, or whatever it is that you do. Saddle in, or something. Sounds like a freaking marching band back behind the house. And there's a church back there, but I don't know. Hey, Strider. We're painting frog eggs. Exciting stuff. Oh, really? I can zoom out. You can see what we were doing. What's up? No, it's got like this little bit right here, and really just kind of like a nothing right here. In Finland, we did not have to dissect any animals. Animalias, and 99% did not. Right. We had to. I had to in high school, junior high, actually. Then I got out of biology. Yeah. Well, it was either that or, well, you either failed or the teacher would sometimes allow you to bring in a note from your parents. Most did not get a note from their parents. And yeah. Well, no, you'd have to do, I guess you'd have to write an essay. That was up to the teacher, though. You had to write like an essay or something about it, and instead of dissect frogs. They were already dead, though. So I just did what I was told. I didn't like it, but they were... Unfortunately, I only had to do it once. Yeah. Well, they were already dead. Like pre-packaged dead animals. Like pre-killed, I guess. You didn't have to like kill them yourself. I really don't know if we're done or not with this. I'm sort of curious. I'm starting to erase my color palette now. This is what I'm doing here. This is sort of giving me the feel of a palette, because I hate this thing. This thing. You only get these generic colors to try and mix, and see, it still doesn't exactly work. Like, it's not really doing it. See, it's just odd. It's weird. Like, I wanted green there. It's just very strange trying to mix color on here. So so for anybody who is thinking about doing physical media and have only ever used digital, don't use this as your you know, the thing by which you measure how paint is going to actually move around. This is not real. This is not how paint moves. You'd be better off just getting a soft brush, like this cube brush that I use. I'm going to make a version of this as well, so I'll have my own brush, because I'm not a fan of the shape of it. I want to have something else with like a custom shape, and I've also added tweaks to this, so it's kind of more leans into like how I paint now. So I think I'm gonna like make my own version of this. Let's see. Let's grab something here, and I've got the opacity, pen pressure opacity on there. So I have like 3 different basic levels, because I'm not gonna press very hard. So I can have like 3 values anytime I want them. And I can blend them with other stuff. Hold on. Because I can just color pick between them and grab that, as it's kind of transparent. And just keep grabbing darker shades. This is much easier to mix colors on in this way than it would be to use this thing. I hate this thing. This is more like how actual paint mixes. Although there are some differences in the mechanics of it, you're still going back into one, mixing into the other. So you can, you know, come back and color pick your gradients and stuff. It's much more intuitive if you already paint with like oils or acrylics or something. And this is what I would be doing on like a physical palette too. I would have blobs of paint around where I'm mixing these things. And so they would still be sitting on my palette like that. It really is. Because that's right, some of these do have color mixing built into them, and it's neat, all the stuff that you can do. Which I need to explore more of those things. For now, I'm sticking with my comfort zone, since I seem to have found kind of a comfort zone with my brush and the way it works, to the point to where now I'm going to sort of make my own version of it because I use it so much. Like, I'm really kind of addicted to some of the properties in this brush. Should we put a background on him? Yes. Right, and we'll do like a little test here. Color. There. And I was already doing a background color for that ahead of time, so I could see the transparencies. So that's what it's going to be on. And we're going to do this. It's kind of like a little bit of a lily pad deal. He's on glass or something. And I don't know what this is in the background, but we're going to... I mean, it looks like a lily pad, but from underneath. But we're not underwater, so I don't know. Strange, right? Also, let's clean this up while we have this dark background to show us where some of these mistakes are. Spots that we missed. Or things I just feel aren't, I don't know, opaque enough, which is a weird thing to say when you're painting a transparent being. But you can see like some spots here where the background's coming through. I don't want that. I have to be careful because I have some different shades of colors mixed in here. It's not all just one. I got these cool like pinkish orange things going on, and it's really fun to deal with these sort of color complexities in their skin. Even though I still did this wrong, this should not be this color. I kind of went the wrong direction. I went warm colors instead of cool colors, and these should be whiter, not, you know, more like a lemon yellow instead of like, I don't know, sort of like a cad yellow is sort of what like this is. I should finish this out because I didn't repaint back into this area, because that's the femur, I suppose. I have to study my frog anatomy. Oh, looks. Hey, all I'm using is 1080p as well. I have no idea what this looks like on like 1440 or whatever. It probably looks terrible. But this is done with old eyes and a 1080. Alright. I need to redraw these. Thank you very much, Strider. You know what? Let's do something else. We don't need to do that background. Well, I know. What if we do something else, like trees or something? The lily pad above it does not make any sense. Oh, here's a spot that we kind of missed. Darn it. Here, turn this off. I gotta stop doing that. Painting on the wrong layer, of course. Okay, I still put all that. Man. I hate when I do that. I get lost in it and I forget what layer I'm on. There's like a reddish color down here. Alright, I need to stop doing this because all this stuff is on the wrong damn layer. Alright, just transfer all that down. There. Just lock that. So I can't get my hands on it. Mr. Rocky, welcome in. is what we have so far. Don't I have a reference somewhere of... Huh. Let's see. I have a reference folder for stuff. No, that's... Aha. How about this one? How about that? So, because we're looking up at him, yeah? So how about we do this? I try to make some kind of background like this. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, something like that, kind of. BG for background. Okay, so how do we do this? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. I don't know, actually. I've never really drawn trees at this angle. What kind of color should we use? You won't really be able to see them, though. But everything will go, like, to a vanishing point, I suppose. Oh, the problem is he's getting covered up by these trees, or by the, like, where he's covering up the part, you know, that would be up here in the sky. Don't make it the frog's fault, Braxton. Don't you make this the frog's fault. I'm not kidding. It's never their fault. Alright. This is gonna be... Am I really doing this? I don't know. I am. But everything else is all on one layer. The frog itself is on one layer. All by itself. They have to come from outside the frame, though, at least. Just an idea. Maybe this will turn into something. Maybe I'll teach you how to make soup. And then Bumrocky will teach us how to write Python. Python or Java. Gotcha. Well, I've never drawn a scene like this, so I feel like we're gonna do the easy way, though. We won't do this. I can feel it in my bones. I know me. Oh, I know me. Don't we have something that will do? Leaves? I thought I had a leaf brush. No, that's not the right kind of foliage. Yeah, this is not what we wanted. Yeah, this is not what we wanted. Why even have a brush like this? Oh, we can just draw. I didn't know you could do that. I don't think that you would see it though. Again, this is just a mock-up. You know, that's how this would go. Although I'm curious about doing a thing like this in the future, but I don't know if this reads very well. Because it loses the effect. And then you just think, well, what the hell? Who cares about that? And what is all this? Here, let's do select all. There. How would we do that in a way that... in a way that would show? Lego Lord of the Rings, Map stones, axes, warp points, yes. Only 7% have done it? Really? Maybe they don't finish the game or something? It's very cool though that you're like kind of on the top right there. You moving up in the world, Mr. Rocky. Okay, need a different brush. Should we do it like that, or should we just bucket fill the whole thing? Whoa. You can barely even see that, which is good. I think. That's interesting. You know what? Let's do that. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Because then we could take, what was the one that we had before? Hard rough. We could do this kind of stuff on it. All right. Let's see. Should I color pick that? Now that we've lost the color. I'll warm it up a little. I don't think we have to be that accurate either. If we do this, maybe leaves. How do we even draw these things? I feel like this is the difficulty. Can we just like fake it? I need to get some kind of brushes that allow for this a little bit faster. This just might drive me insane. How do we do bigger shapes? These are all like freaking palm trees or something. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. I need to figure out how to do these trees without taking my entire lifetime. The whole thing. The whole the entire time I will be alive on this planet. Well, the magic of digital means that I can have different backgrounds and work on them. Right. I mean, I could make that work, but that would be tedious. So let's back burner that. But I like the idea of this a lot. No, not on that layer. Yeah, that's something worth working on and figuring out how to do. What color is this? Hold on. It does not look like a neutral gray to me. That's also interesting. What if we could fill that layer with something else? Oh yeah, it's definitely much smarter to have a dark background on anyway while we're working on these things, but it would have to be a eraser, wouldn't it? And we'll just put the regular background on it. The one that came with it. And we'll keep this one for an idea. Because I like this, but it's not going to work for this right now. What was this? This had like we'll do it on that layer. Something like this. Alright, so do I have like an airbrush thing in here somewhere? I don't use these. I need to get rid of these. I will never use these. Oh, I'm sure there's an airbrush in here somewhere. Oh, this? Something like this. So this doesn't really make sense. Kind of looking underneath it. Under the lily pad. Almost there. What do we got here? Sort of a darker. I'm starting to like this airbrush. As I'm using it for more stuff now. I kind of ignored it for a while, I think. Let's grab that. I know what this is, some sort of ridges underneath it. Alright. I think I'm okay with that. This needs to be greener. Okay, let's go to highlight layer. And airbrush. What is that? Well, it's B. Is it all B? It's all B. Okay. Is that too much? It's looking kind of like the picture. Yeah, I like that. I'm into that. What is this? I didn't put that on there, did I? You can't draw on those. Not unless you flatten it. I don't remember that being there. Maybe this will help cool down this yellow that I mistakenly put in here. It's fine up in here, but over in here it's a different yellow. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Perception is everything. Let's erase that to get a cleaner shine. This was a difficult project to tackle. I'm kind of proud of it now. I'm glad I did this one. I was sweating it. was like, how on earth am I gonna do this? But it turned out to be pretty okay. Best camouflage in the rainforest, right there. What if we have a there, this spatter texture? How much does it spatter? You know what? I think I kind of like that. Let's do a second one. Can we do that on top? Yeah, because I did that with like a lighter color. So if I do that, maybe that works. Now some of it's too much though. Let's see. Because it's reflecting off the bumpiness of his skin, I think. Right? Also, we need to fix this while I'm looking at it. Yeah, I like that better. Alright, so let's do that. We will completely delete that, like everything on it, and we'll start again with that texture spray after we mess with this stuff. Because I need to tighten this up. I got sidetracked. Go figure. I have to stop myself from noodling around on this so much, though. Or I'll do this all day. Alright, is there any smudginess I want to cure before? Yeah, a bit. And this is a smudge brush that I'm using right now. I like it for selectively smoothing things out without going over it with like blur or blend. It gives me just a little bit of blending without a lot of hassle. And without it blurring out the brush strokes and stuff that I kind of deliberately left in there, I can be more precise and push things around. Just like as if I were touching it, and I, you know, in real life I don't touch my paint. I don't know why I'm color picking right now. I do not touch paint in real life. Here, tighten that up. This one didn't really turn out well. I feel I must have been in the middle of this one and got sidetracked. Okay, let's do highlight layer. Where's your highlight at? We'll just leave it like that. A harder shine would be better, though. Also, let's go back to that color layer and add that in here to the eye, because I think I forgot some of that. Turn off that highlight layer so I can see better. No, wrong brush. Yikes, wrong. I can kind of see it. Okay. What is that looking like? Am I done? Did we do it? Not quite. Looks really good on these areas. Look at us accomplishing stuff today. Crap, I'm putting that on the color layer. Oh, that's freaking figures. How far back can we... Oh my god, how much did I put on there? A lot of it. Fine. We live with it. At least go back and do the rest of it on the highlight layer. Wow. This is why they call me Wrong Layer Braxton. All through school. I was endlessly bullied. Because of it. I'm kidding. That didn't really happen. Okay. And do I really need to say that? Did I really need to say that? I think that's it. I think we finished him. I'll save that. Turn that off. And I will export that later. I was working on this. Before the stream, so we'll just finish with a couple of minutes of fabric drawing, which that's what this is the reference I'm using right now. So we'll do this for a few minutes. Kind of short stream today. What if we put that? Right here. There must be a better way. I also don't want to do this all day long. That's the one I wanted. There's like this other one. Hey, Arpeggiatura. Welcome in. How was the stream? We finished the frog. I'll show you in a second. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, this is what we finished. Finished glass frog. Another levels. Well, thank you. I'm gonna take that as meaning good things, because some levels are lower than the level you were on. So hopefully I went up a level instead of down low. Thank you. Yeah, this is we got pretty close to the reference, I think. I think I kind of nailed it this time. Even got his little shines down. Let's turn that off. And so I'm just doing some, because since we finished what we were going to be doing today, I'm just going to spend a few minutes doing like fabric study, right? Plaster every wall of your bedroom as a kid with pictures of different animals from a magazine. That sounds cool. Actually. Here, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going back to this. Here, just save, move on. I'm getting away with this thing. Hold on. Or it's getting away from me, I should say. Why does that not get wider? What is this? It goes like kind of like this, I think. It's a creative movement or moment. I'm losing track of which fold this is. I'm losing track. the rest of this at? We need to be a little more precise. That's the problem. Lack of precision. Maybe it'll help if we do it like this. And then we have another one. This should be lower. The tedium. These values are really off. It's hard to make this kind of continuous. Fabric Day. Am I using reference? Yes. Here. Here's what we're using. I was working on it before the stream today to kind of warm up for the stream. It's kind of like a like a darker bed right here. And there's like when it comes from here. No. Here. It's gonna follow where it's pinched at. Right? Oh, this goes way lower. Like this comes down to here. Well, which one are you? Alright, you're this one. Oh, this one's deep. This comes way down. I think this comes further down too. Let's just go over that with purple instead of using an eraser. Because this is going to be way down here. And it creates this sort of shape. Darker. Like that. Oh, with this? Thank you, Mr. Atura. That's your name now. Just throwing that out there. Let me get the base color in here. And then I think there's a darker color right. Yeah. I think you go further out with like a highlight. Like that, like a reflective highlight. Here. Like a really dark one. Like that. Like that. Stop doing the sexy Yoda voice. These are out of proportion. I'm out of proportion. You're out of proportion. This whole court is out of proportion. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Fabric practice. Everyone's favorite practice. I have one of these. I have this sketch actually on my easel on a piece of canvas. I'll probably paint on it. This, I guess, would be practice for the practice painting, right? That's how I'm thinking of it, at least. This one's quite wide right here. It's this that this is going to, right? To this little bit at the bottom. Okay, almost there. I'm sort of picking out the shapes that are standing out the most. Right? Yeah, I figured that would be kind of the best way to go, is start off with like landmarks and then fill in between them. It's kind of how I'm thinking of it. I like that, just like that. I really don't want to mess with that further. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's not screw with that. Learn when to stop messing up your own work. Stop noodling. Just hang straight. Like that. Right. It really, I like the way that the lighting kind of pops. The contrast is really good on this picture that I found. I'm kind of happy about it. Let's see. I don't want to use an eraser. We'll just use purple. See, we're just putting purple on it. I'm not gonna erase. I'm just gonna pick it like it's a color like all the rest of them. I really like this where the contrast gets that deep. I like the hard lighting on that. That looks good. This.
Four computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Oh, tomorrow would normally be a stream day. It will not be. It is Easter Sunday, and so I will be with my stepmother and sister. Also 420. Right? Yeah. I thought I accidentally put a mark on there. Let's see. losing track. Wrinkles aren't super difficult if you have reference, but I find them difficult without reference. Also, you kind of get lost in them. I do, at least. I lose track of which wrinkle I'm on. And then I end up looking at the wrong wrinkle while I'm working and look back at it and go, oh crap, that was the wrong one. You shouldn't draw every wrinkle, just like you shouldn't draw every hair that you see when you're doing portraits. But I feel like there. You should keep, like pay attention to the form that you're working on. If you're trying to stay true to life or true to the subject. If the subject is just a guideline, then fine. But like if you're doing like someone's portrait, you want it to look like them and not take too many liberties. Although you should take some liberties. I once was commissioned by a husband and wife to do a portrait for them, and I worked in graphite, and they didn't like it. She didn't like it. The wife did not like it, and she wouldn't pay me. And the problem was, I'm like, dude, I don't understand. I was talking to her husband about it. I'm like, excuse me, but I was kind of commissioned to do a work. Could you please pay me? He says, I'll pay you. But, I'm like, but what is the problem? Like, and I held it up. I'm like, look, it looks like you. It looks like the picture that you gave me. He's like, yeah, but, you painted her wrinkles. I'm like, but... He's like, I know, it's how we look. I get it. She's just mad. And, it's midlife crisis, so... I'm gonna pay you. You didn't do anything wrong. You did what we asked you to. We didn't even get... I was like, I was thinking, look, at least give me instructions. At least take me aside. Husband and wife. The husband maybe take me aside and say, okay, look, could you go easy on the wrinkles? She's gonna be mad if you paint her wrinkles. So don't paint her exactly as you see her. Try to imagine a younger version of her. You could say that, and save me the struggle. I mean, that's the point. That's why you would have an artist do something instead of taking a picture, right? At least one benefit. This is wrong. I screwed this part up back here. Yeah, like one benefit is that you can, the artist can take liberties. It can make you look a little younger. Of course, nowadays they have filters for your phones that do that. Uh-oh, I don't want to mess this up. There, we're just going to leave that alone for now. I'm going to start to obsess, and I should just leave it for now. The plan is to just get the bulk of this down. Also, we're kind of at the end of the stream for what I would normally do. So, I don't know. I should stop right now. Anyway, at least I got paid. But you really should, you know, and I don't mean to, you know, be stereotypical, but, you know, it's usually the women. Men can be vain as well, but, you know, I'm just saying, take into consideration that she spends, you know, 2 to 4 hours every day putting on makeup and doing her hair and all that stuff, and probably is a little more self-conscious than her husband, who puts on zero makeup and runs a pork chop through his hair in the morning instead of a comb, right? So just take things into consideration. People are who they are, and yes, we sometimes fit our stereotypes. Sometimes, so be careful and just have an aside with the person you think will be least offended and say, there's some wrinkles here. Do you think I should you know, dial them back a little? Or are you cool? Will she be cool with me just painting what I see? Because that made for a really awkward situation. I'm getting addicted to this. Yeah, but I needed to stop. I need to give myself a break right now. This is just my doodle at the end of the stream in case we finish early study. Alright, let's do a couple of mass tones real quick, since I obviously am not stopping myself. We got this little fork in the road kind of fold. This is sort of out of proportion as well, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Which line was that I wanted? Like that? And like this. It slightly turns away from us right there. Okay, here we go. We got a freebie. We got the frog today. We did a fabric study. still screwed up that part. But it looks okay. I kind of roughed it in a little bit. Even though I'm still not stopping. Here, let's do this. That was bugging me. There. I mean, I have to stop myself from going back to this part. How do I fix that and not correct it? Like, not go back and redo the entire thing, because I really want to go back and redo this entire thing. Here. The problem is that this is all one solid piece. There. There. We'll cut through it. Like this. Then we'll paint back over it. There. This is good as that's getting for now. Because this comes from back behind this. I want that to sort of show. Okay, not bad. Not bad. If we bring this in, not too bad. It's a little wider and a little shorter. I should have gone longer, but height-wise. But the ratio on these isn't the exact same. And I didn't want to do the math on them, so I just eyeballed it. I had a feeling this was too short, though. Anyway, it's good. I don't want to touch it. Rendering done. And saved. Did we save? There. For some reason that didn't save. At least not the first time. There we go. Glass Frog. To end the stream with. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Remember to sub and share and click like. Click the bell. Maybe join my Discord. Enthusiasts, artists are welcome. I would love to build a community. I don't really have other artists or art enthusiasts to hang out with a lot of the time. My primary audience came from gaming. So it'd be cool if we could like build up a group of people that love this stuff. We could have conversations and share our work. That could be really fun. Yeah. That's it. Everyone have a really great day. Have a great Easter. And I will be back doing this next Friday.